throughout the neighborhood. Just a very vibrant neighborhood. I always consider myself an opportunist, and I saw great potential here in the South Loop, the growth potential, and that's all come true so far. Not that it hasn't had its ups and downs, but the city has come and recognized that and has invested in the neighborhood and continues to invest in the neighborhood, and that's what we're very excited about. We look forward to future growth, future opportunity, more businesses moving in, more people moving in. The proximity to the loop just makes this a unique, dynamic place for businesses and people to live. We've embraced the neighborhood, and the neighborhood has in turn embraced us, and I think you'll see that even more so. Somebody who shares my enthusiasm and actually has been pivotal in shaping this South Loop is Bonnie Sanchez-Carlson, the president of the Near South Planning Board, and I'm going to turn it over to Bonnie. Thank you for coming here to Weathermark. Feel free to come back.
Thank you, Mark. I'm glad to welcome all of you to the Near South area, my area, that continues to thrive and flourish as a mixed-use community. As Mark mentioned, I am the president and executive director of the Near South Planning Board. We are a non-for-profit, community-based organization that serves the businesses, institutions, and property owners on the Near South Side, and has been doing that since 1946. Our mission is to plan, guide, and support a program of development for the area. Our goals are to create and support a thriving business environment and promote the Near South as a safe and desirable area for the commercial, retail, and residential and open space development. I personally have been blessed to serve as the president for the past 10 years. However, I've actually been with this organization for 22 years. Yes, I started when I was 10, but the continued growth and development of this area never ceases to amaze me. The fact that the South Loop is located near downtown with the beautiful lakefront, world-class museums and parks in close proximity make this a wonderful place to live, work, and play. We have been fortunate to have an area that is so diverse and integrated in having great partnership and relationships throughout the city with the residents, the businesses, community organizations, and with our aldermen. I serve under 5 aldermen, and we have 3 here today: Alderman Fioretti, Alderman Dow, Alderman Solis, and Alderman Burns, who I'm at the beck and call, if you must know. And in our area, we are pleased to have 5 historic districts: the Michigan Avenue Historic District, the Printers Row District, the Motor Row District, Prairie Avenue District, and the Gap Community Organization. So I serve also in Bronzeville and Chinatown. We've come a long way, as you can see, with these wonderful residents and visitors filling the streets. Businesses are expanding. New retailers like Mariano's have recently chosen the South Loop as their home as well. Just drive through the area and you can witness all the activity happening in the neighborhood, with the installation of new protected bike lanes and paths, many street resurfacing projects, new residential developments, and even the construction of a new building for Jones College Prep. And yet there's still exciting things in store for us. Improvements to the Motor Row Historic District are just beginning, as we recently learned of the new microbrewery heading to the area. New park improvements are being planned, and enhanced transportation opportunities are just around the corner. We are grateful to all who continue to invest in this community, but we are most grateful to the person who is making all of these projects possible. He has demonstrated his desire to build a strong economy, and he definitely recognizes the importance of development in the South Loop. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our esteemed mayor, the Honorable Mayor Emanuel.
I said to Mark, thank you for having us here. I said this gives a whole new meaning to happy hour. So I do want to thank everybody here. I want to thank the aldermen that are here, Pat Dowell, Patty Solis, and Bob Fioretti, because these investments actually touch many, many different communities and neighborhoods throughout the city of Chicago. This is, and I would, before I get kind of right to the remarks, there's a study out today that showed that the downtown of the city of Chicago, with the residential growth in downtown, or near downtown Chicago, grew by 36%, 48,000 people in the last decade, far surpassing any other city in the country in the sense of growth in its downtown business area. Bigger than New York, LA, San Francisco. This type of investment, while we knew about the growth, we didn't realize how big it was compared to any other city in the country. This investment in a coordinated fashion allows us to take that growth and really accentuate the strengths that's going on. I mean, later on today, as Bonnie knows, I mean, I think you're going to is the opening, breaking ground for Mariano's. And so it's an investment that clearly Mariano sees the strength of this South Loop, in Motor Road, in Chinatown, and in Bronzeville. And the city's going to invest alongside that, not only private sector investment, but alongside the residents that make up, and the businesses, the small businesses that make up these respective communities. And so if you look at all the pictures, whether it's improving the L stations, both on Roosevelt and Harrison, the investments in the parks at King Tom and also with our boathouses, and the bike lanes, the improvements of the streetscape, the creation and development finally of something that I know Danny's been working on for a long time, the library in Chinatown, the investments in taking our, not only do it, well it's separate, but from the same tip, there's a Jones High School, but we are now investing at our schools on Cermak and creating a regional gifted program there that affects many, many different communities. And these are the type of investment it will create hundreds of jobs. It's a coordinated investment of unseen that I haven't had in my 10-year proportion in the downtown South Loop, Motor Road, Chinatown, and Brownsville communities that are the type of investments people want to see from their city in both parks, transportation, library, and schools. And you make those investments, then the private sector that creates the permanent jobs, both for the residents, development, small businesses, big businesses as well, can actually then go alongside and invest in that community further. And I'm very pleased that all the different agencies from transportation, CTA, libraries are here, Public Building Commission, our schools, and then the aldermen are here also in support of this investment in these 4 different different communities that all seek the same thing. Access to good transportation, access to good schools, access to very good parks, and access to a library system. And when you make those type of investments, multiple communities can flourish and grow, and that's the exact investment we're making today, one of the largest coordinated investments in 4 different neighborhoods and communities, and taking the growth that happened over the last decade and accentuating it and making it a vibrant neighborhood and community for the city of Chicago. With that, we'll take any questions.